What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another special video, the Sunday Stock Watch List, where I talk about all the stocks that I like, all the stocks that I dislike, all the things that are going on in the economic calendar, and as well as the earnings. Now, it is earnings season. Usually you guys see it's pretty much a dead calendar, but look how packed this one is. Now, it is the start of tech earnings, so you won't have all your tech earnings this week. The following weeks, you'll start seeing your favorite stocks report earnings. But before we go ahead and get started with the video, make sure you hit that like button. I'll wait for you to do that. Subscribe, comment down below what other videos you'd like to see on this channel, and what other stocks are you guys watching for this week. Like I said, I always look at the comments. I like to see what you guys like to watch on a weekly basis, and if I like it as well, I'll add it to my watch list. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's the the earnings calendar. The economic calendar is not up yet, but if you do want it, just make sure you go to Trade Like Nora on Instagram. I have 3 Instagram accounts. Stop getting scammed. Nora Trades, Trade Like Nora Stock Hours. I'll never message you first. I don't have a WhatsApp or anything like that, and don't send people money on social media or any platform. So Monday you have United, Logitech. Tuesday you have 3M, Verizon, Netflix. What else do you have here Tuesday? Not really anything. Texas Instruments, that's known to move. Wednesday, AT&T, Tesla, IBM, Progressive, Lam Research, that's a big one. Thursday, you have American Airlines, Intel, Visa, Alaska Airlines, Southwest. You have a lot of the airlines on Thursday. Capital One, T-Mobile. Friday, you have American Express, and that's pretty much it. You have First Citizens Bank shares on Friday, if any of you guys do watch that. But let's go ahead and get started with the video. So this past couple weeks, actually this whole freaking month, has been absolutely insane. It's always the best month of the year as far as like the cleanest moves and just getting all the big moves that you want, and it's very consistent. Like it's almost like day after day you get the big moves in January, and it's been a consistent thing for the last, I would say, 3-4 years for me, where January is just insane. Like it's just back-to-back days where we're always ready for something in the morning, right? Friday, I didn't get to trade. I was invited to the New York Stock Exchange, so I did miss Friday trading, and I know a lot of you did have a great day. But previous to that, AVGO is back, and it was up $67 on Friday. So this is the first thing that I'm watching this week. Now, you have to remember, if I'm looking at the upside or the downside on the stock, it doesn't mean I'm bullish or bearish. It just means if it comes, I will be looking to take a play on it. So AVGO, I'm riding with the momentum as far as what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at this. You guys can see there's an uptrend at the bottom and there's an uptrend at the top here. We have plenty of room at the top here. So what am I watching on this when it's at all-time highs? I'm just looking to take a momentum play into that high, into 1220. Now, because these are all-time highs, you don't have exact resistance and support levels. You could just base it off history. So what I'm watching is, if we continue this momentum this week, I will be watching this 1217 and then this 1220 level. Now, after that, it's strictly based off momentum and how the stock looks, the tape, the times and sales, how level 2 is moving, and that's what's basing my day trades on this particular stock. Now, if you do want updates throughout the week, I do live Instagram pre-market reviews. And then on Fridays, I try to live trade on either Instagram or TikTok. So make sure you're there for that. And also the chat is free. So the Discord link is down below. We do free lessons, free courses, whatever the case would be. Make sure you check it out. Next thing is NVIDIA. Been absolutely hammering NVIDIA. That's replaced Tesla for me. A lot of you guys said, what would replace Tesla one day for you? It's always something. You never think that, but it's always something. Out of the last 8 years I've traded, there's a hot stock for months or a year, and you're like, okay, if this ends, am I back to the boring stuff? There's always something that comes in that makes up for that type of move. So watching the video here, as you can see, we're going for 600 now. We just broke this trend on the 1 hour. Let's take a look and see if we have any other trends. We have the 5-minute trend. Let's see if this is here tomorrow and what happens in the morning, how we open. But this leads us up to 601. 30-minute trend has plenty of room. 1 hour trend, it broke out of. And then the 4 hour trend, let's see what we got going on here. Nothing here, but we did break this level at 590. Let's put this on a bigger time frame. So as you can see, NVIDIA has been absolutely ripping. Ever since this 470s, 480s, and 490s area got broken out, It's just been an absolute insane run here. So now, when you look at something like this, you're like, okay, this has to come down, and everybody's just looking to short, right? You will get hurt. You have to let that short play come to you. But for now, it is not a short play, obviously, until the market gives it to us. Can it give it to us tomorrow? Yeah, of course. But will it? And should you be biased off the open? I'm going to short this right off the open. It's up $23 on Friday. No. So what I'm looking at is this 596.50 level into 600, and like AVGO, I am looking to see where the momentum takes us. Now, if the Momo takes us past 600 and we beat that 5-minute trend 601, I will be watching 602.50, then 605. So NVIDIA and AVGO are in the same category, all-time highs, and they don't have earnings this week, which is absolutely great, so I can completely play these stocks. Tesla has earnings this week. There's not really much on Tesla anyways that I would have played, so it doesn't really matter. The next thing is Microsoft. A lot of you guys have been watching. Do I play Microsoft consistently? Not really, right? You have the 400 level right there for Microsoft, but you do have a problem. You have this 1 hour trend. And Microsoft, the momentum isn't like NVIDIA or AVGO, right? It just isn't there. Now, with these trends, if this trend was on NVIDIA, for example, and it was this tight, I would be like, all right, I'm still going to play this because I know the rejection. I'll have time between the rejection, and most of the time it'll break through because there's so much volume behind it. Now, with Microsoft, you have to be a little extra careful because it's not one of those, growth stocks where it's just complete momentum and volume, right? Microsoft, you have to remember, this is a value stock, right? And you do have to come into consideration when making that consideration when you're taking these day trades into these specific levels. Now, am I still looking at this? Yes. So it's not going to be as smooth or as crazy as a Broadcom or a NVIDIA. But I am watching this 400 level. I am watching that 1 hour trend because that is going to be very important. So we'll see how that goes throughout the week. That's just something I'm looking at currently. And then the next thing I'm watching is Meta. Now, Meta, on the other hand, is breaking the trend currently on the 1 hour. So I'm watching this. Can we break this 384? I'm watching this 385 level, and then I will be basing how I play this on the momentum. As you guys can see, look at this matching up at that 385 level all the way back in 2021, September 6th. So this is going to be a good one. I love Meta. I love the way this moves. I love the way the contracts pay. It does the right things. But if it's not close to the open, for example, if it's not within the first hour of, trading day, it's really not something I'm looking to take because throughout the day, you always have the fake breakouts. And I've noticed the characteristic with Meta. If it's not off the open, then it's just more of this all day. Obviously, this did end up grinding higher throughout the day, but Theta would have killed you if you had same day contracts or the same, or if we were leaning towards the end of the week. So I'm watching Meta. Last thing I'm watching is AMD. AMD's on an absolute tear as well, as you may have assumed, because all these other chip stocks are moving. So this just broke the 4 hour trend, which was leading up to that 166, and we finally broke out on Friday, which I completely missed because I was at the New York Stock Exchange, and I'm not trading at the New York Stock Exchange, but we'll see. I'm looking at this 176 level. All of these are like basically all-time highs. So it all deals with basing off the history of breaking all-time highs and just basing it off the day-to-day momentum. Does it look strong? Is it showing signs of strength, or is it just showing a push up, push down, or is it in range, right? You have to keep all those things in mind. So those are all the stocks that I'm watching currently for this week, and I'll keep you guys updated throughout the week. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and make sure you come to the morning pre-market reviews on Instagram. Set an alert or something on my Instagram so you don't miss it, because right now I'm giving you a broad understanding of what I'm looking at, and then in the morning I can narrow it down to, okay, these are the levels. If this happens, I'll take it here. I'll let it run to here. If it comes back down, that'll be my stop loss, all that good stuff. And then obviously join the free chat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.